My name is Tori, and I am typing Final Fantasy characters. I only did 3 because I went so in depth with their analysis when I was writing it down that I thought the video would be too long if I did all of them. But for now, here is Cloud, Aerith, and Tifa's type and why I think they are what they are. Okay, so first off, I typed Cloud as an ISFP. And this typing takes into account all of the phases Cloud goes through in the game. At the beginning, he's very unemotional and matter-of-fact. He doesn't appear to be what we would think of as a feeler by any stretch of the imagination. However, there is a noticeable shift later in the game that shows he is actually feeling a lot, and those feelings drive his behavior strongly. The main function of the ISFP is introverted feeling. Introverted feeling is the epitome of still waters run deep. It is a deep well of feeling that often does not show much on the outside. I think Cloud could be used as a poster boy for dominant introverted feeling. As well, feeling is a judging function. It is always working through what is right or wrong, good or bad, your identity, etc. Because his feeling is introverted, Cloud looks inward for those answers. There are 2 MBTI types with dominant introverted feeling, ISFPs and INFPs. I believe he is an ISFP due to his extroverted sensing, which would be the next function he uses. Extroverted sensing seems to me a better fit than extrovert intuition because he never strikes me as quirky, random, or quick-witted like many extroverted intuitives do. Not that he couldn't have had that side, there just wasn't any proof I could find of it. He did, however, have that very action-oriented mentality. He doesn't strike me as the type that wants to sit down and have long philosophical or playful conversations like an INFP would. He tends to be more straightforward and less abstract when dealing with or thinking about the world around him. Finally, his inferior function, extroverted thinking, gives him that more matter-of-fact, emotionless tone when conversing with others. Okay, I typed Aerith as an ENFJ, which makes her very different from Cloud. The first thing I decided about Aerith is that she is likely an extrovert and then probably a dominant extroverted feeler. From the moment she's introduced in the story, she's engaging with others. She doesn't take time to warm up or open up like Cloud does. She, right off the bat, shares her feelings, opinions, and experiences, and pushes Cloud to do the same. And as a dominant judger, she is very agenda-driven as well. But while Cloud is internally agenda-driven, Aerith is externally agenda-driven, sometimes even bossy. She's never one to simply be along for the ride. Her extroverted feeling is also what gives her her outward display of compassion and kindness to all those around her. Extroverted feeling is concerned with external harmony and making everyone around her as comfortable and happy as possible. Her next function, I believe, is introverted intuition. Introverted intuition lends a depth of intuitive understanding to the judgments of, in this case, her extroverted feeling. This function goes nicely along with her being a Cetra. Introverted intuition is likely what gives Aerith that mystical quality about her. Introverted intuition is often described as mystical because of its flashes of insight and depth of perceptiveness. The intuition function sees possibilities. Paired with feeling, the ENFJ type is very idealistic. Aerith sees a vision of what the world could be. She has an in-depth understanding of the human condition and the corruptness of the many systems in place around her. Okay, so I typed Tifa as an ESTP. Like Aerith, she's an extrovert and has extroverted feeling in her functional stack, but her dominant function is extroverted sensing. Extroverted sensing is very action and experience oriented. It engages with the literal world of the 5 senses and doesn't like to sit back and abstract. While Aerith's first instinct is to worry about how everyone is feeling and relating, Tifa's is what needs to get done right now. Tifa is a dominant perceiver. That means, unlike Cloud and Aerith, she takes in her environment first and makes judgments later. She strikes me as an ESTP not only because she is hands-on and practical, but also her skill in the area of extroverted sensing. People with dominant extroverted sensing tend to be the most naturally talented at athletic-related activities. They also have the most energy to put into that area. Tifa in the game is a great fighter with lots of strength. She can beat most men or beasts she encounters. Extroverted sensing seems to be second nature to her. Her feeling seems extroverted, like Aerith throughout the game. Extroverted feeling is the third function for ESTP, but unlike Aerith or Cloud, Tifa seems to be more prone to using her head than her heart when a decision must be made. For this reason, she seems to be more of a thinking type, like an ESTP. Okay, so those are the only 3 I did right now. I may do another video for the rest, because I have a pretty good idea of what I think everybody else is. Okay, bye for now.